so good. My whole body is covered in goosebumps. No. No. Say something, Kaz. This book is trying to kill me.
He doesn't want her to go. He doesn't want her to go, guys.
Hi guys, welcome back. From the title, you already know where this is going. Ever since I picked this book off of my shelf yesterday evening, this is the only thing that has been playing in my head.
Oh my God! Okay, it's happening. Everybody stay calm.
What's the procedure, everyone? What's the procedure?
Stay calm! Wait. Everybody calm down!
So that is how we're currently feeling. But the answer is yes, it is happening. I am finally, after I feel like being such a tease with this book for months, I am finally reading it and we're just going all in. I've obviously put this in the title, but just in case you clicked on this because you were just excited, thank you very much for doing that, by the way. But to clarify, this is going to be a spoiler reading vlog. I'm just going to read it, tell you what I'm thinking. I'm going to talk all about what's actually happening in the book as we go. So if you don't want to know what happens in this book, click away. You must leave. This is going to be filled with spoilers, but I'm so excited. I really feel like this book just needs no introduction, but we are going to be reading Six of Crows by Leigh Bardugo. It's described as Ocean's 11 meets Game of Thrones, although I have to admit, I've already read the first 30 pages. I read them last night, sorry, couldn't wait for you, I just had to get started. And it's giving quite hardcore Peaky Blinders as well. Anyone else think that when they first read it? Can I marry Kaz after only knowing him for 30 pages? I don't know, but that's where we're at so far. I've got the book, I've also got the Kindle, and to be honest, I might even download the audiobook as well. We might just go all in on a completely immersive experience. I think this is going to be a 6-star read. I already absolutely love it. The writing is so good. It's like subtly funny and witty. It's very dark, spooky. There's some ominous stuff going on for sure. Oh gosh, I'm so excited. Right, I wish I could just clear my calendar and delete everything that I have to do for the next couple of days so we could just read this book. But we're gonna get through it. Six of Crows. Let's do it. Okay, hi, it's the next day. So, I didn't talk to you while I was reading in bed last night, but this is where we're at. We're currently at 26% of the way through. We are on page 116, so we're officially over 100 pages in. Gosh, we've just broken Matthias out of the prison, and the way that he hates Nina. And like, even though I'm only 100 pages in, and nothing has happened, like there has been no crumbs, like nothing has happened. I am so thirsty for Kaz and Inej and like their whole inevitable romance, surely. Like surely. They're both just like so top tier at what each of them do. They're just like, they're both just so like boss that obviously like surely there's gonna be romance between these two. But I can't tell right now whether Matthias is gonna become quite like Kale, however you pronounce his name, Kale. I pronounce it Kale from Throne of Glass. Like that kind of, although I really liked him in the end, so maybe I'm being really convoluted here, but if he's going to become kind of like icky and that kind of whiny male main character, like Matt from the Vampire Diaries, I don't know if he's going to become like that, where he's like got a lot of hatred, but it's like, oh, just be quiet, or if it's going to be a really good enemies to lovers type thing, because clearly Nina and Matthias like were in love, or they clearly had some kind of high like romance backstory, something went wrong. He ended up in prison, she wanted to get him out, and now he absolutely hates her. I mean, literally. He's now like got this internal monologue going saying, death would be too good. He'd have her thrown into the most miserable cell in the ice court where she'd never be warm again. He'd toy with her as she toyed with him. He'd offer her salvation and then deny it. He'd gift her with affection and small kindnesses, then snatch them away. He would savour every tear she shed and replace that sweet green flower scent with the salt of her sorrow on his tongue. Even so, the words were bitter in Matthias's mouth when he said, I'll do it. This man has a lot of hate in his heart. Whoa. Brekker winked at Nina and Matthias wanted to knock his teeth in. All of the energy in this is so good so far. It's like this like bubbling tension and it's so ruthless. Oh my gosh, reading about the wolves when Matthias had to kill the wolves in the prison, that was heartbreaking, especially when at the beginning Nina was like, no, you don't understand, you have to stop it, and Kaz was like, nah, bitch, let him do his thing. And then afterwards you realise why she was being protective, and I was like, Also, because like, who wants to see a wolf die? Like, no one. Okay, I'm gonna keep reading. Thoughts so far. The pacing is great. The vibes are so good. It's really atmospheric. I'm loving how like moody, spooky, like I said, kind of Peaky Blinders kind of vibe. Kaz is so hot. Kaz is so unbearably hot, even though he's like kind of done nothing in a way to earn that. In every other romancy kind of book boyfriendy thing, there's all these descriptors about how physically he's incredible. Maybe that's what I mean. Physically, Kaz is not getting like complimentary descriptors, right? Like he's got a cane, he's super pale, he's like really skinny. These are all the things we've learned about him. Also, I'm pretending they're older because I obviously would not talk about a 17-year-old boy, but whatever, we're pretending they're in their late 20s or 30s or whatever. Older, I don't even care. They just obviously can't be 17. But he's pale and he's skinny and he has a cane because he's got a limp and like a bad, like he's not these like big 6'4", like corded muscle, like all the descriptors that you get covered in tattoos. He's such a vibe. He's so clever. Like he has a really fit personality, doesn't he? Let's be honest. I'm gushing to the people that already know. I cannot wait for him and Inej to like have their moment. Anyway, I'm gonna keep reading and I'll update you in a bit, but we're getting the gang together, which is the point, right? We're basically collecting all of our people so we can go do the heist. I really am curious to see how like Juiced, I don't know how we pronounce his name, is gonna come back into it. That was the first chapter of the guard who saw the Grisha under the effects of the Jerda Parem, whatever it's called, like the drug, saw them under the effects of the drug, but then she was like, wait, and then those soldiers got stuck waiting until they like died. But so like, is he one of the ones? He's got his own chapter, so surely he's one of the members of the group, but we haven't revisited him in any way. So I wonder, he must have not been made to wait, like he must have been released from his wait. Maybe she released him because they kind of had like a little bit of a thing. Oh, it's so good. Right, I'm gonna go keep reading and I'll chat to you in a bit. The dialogue is dialoguing. I'm loving the back and forth. They're all like so snippy with each other, but it's just like such good like banter. You can see they're all starting to get their kind of little roles amongst the group. I love it. That's such a mic drop moment from Kaz. Page 128. Inej traced her finger over the rough sketch Wylan had produced, a series of embedded circles. It really does look like the rings of a tree, she said. No, said Kaz. It looks like a target. Let's go! That feels so much like her. Let's go. The heist is beginning. 29% of the way in. Are we off? Like, is it go time? And how is this a duology? Does the heist go wrong, so you need a second book? Is the plot like, there's gotta be more? They can't just go do the heist and smash it. Like, it feels like they just would smash it. Like, they're such a good team. This quote, many boys will bring you flowers, but someday you'll meet a boy who will learn your favourite flower, your favourite song, your favourite sweet, and even if he is too poor to give you any of them, it won't matter because he will have taken the time to know you as no one else does. Only that boy earns your heart. I hope that's Kaz. He's being kind of mean to Inej, to be honest, but that's his vibe. And she knows that, but I'm looking forward to when he's nice to her because I'm sure that time is coming.
Okay, hopefully you can hear me okay. I actually can't believe I'm outside. I'm speechless. It's so nice today. I do have a neighbour over the road who is drilling quite a lot, which is slightly spoiling my very peaceful reading vibe that I'm about to get into for the next few hours. I seriously need to invest in a microphone. It's a seriously sunny afternoon. I'm sat in the garden. This is the first time we are sat in the garden for 2025 to read. I've got a full setup. I've got a tea, I've got water, I've got my charger because I let my Kindle get out of charge, stupid. I've got my headphones, I've got everything I could need. And most importantly, I have 6 of crows. So we are currently... Are we actually halfway through yet? We are. I think we're probably over halfway through. Let's get the Kindle out. Oh my gosh, that drilling's actually really intense. You probably can't hear me at all. Anyway, so we are on page 228, 49%. So we're so nearly halfway through. My thoughts so far are basically that Matthias is really annoying, and I hope he annoys me less the further we get through this, because right now he's so irritating. Him and Nina, this is like the kind of flashback. I'm in a flashback chapter where him and Nina are escaping from the shipwreck, and they're currently trying to get warm and like building the fires and stuff, and we're kind of like seeing their history for like why they hate each other so much. And I know that like it's been bred into him, or whatever the right phrase is, like from birth or from all of his training, he's been taught to hate the Grisha like so much. But he's just so whiny and so annoying right now. That's basically my thoughts at the moment. Is I really want Matthias to stop being so annoying, but Nina is kind of cool, and I feel like she's a babe. I'm excited to get to know her even more. And that's basically where we're at. So I'm going to sit here, enjoy the sunshine. But it's like there is a vibe. I don't know. Ugh. Obviously the romance between Matthias and Nina, like, I think it's going to be good. I think I am going to really vibe with it by the end. Obviously, a minute ago, I was like, oh, I think this is going to be really good vibes. And then Matthias has got a bit too annoying. And I'm like, just stop being so heartless about the Grisha. But I feel like it's going to come back around, like all of a sudden, like then just, like all of a sudden he's just said he'd lied. He did like the way she talked. Gosh, this book is seriously just like crumbs only. Like crumbs only, that's all you get. You get crumbs. It is not feeding us fully. Okay, I'm going to go back to reading, and I'll let you know next time I have a thought. Okay, I'm sorry. I feel like Nina and Matthias are like such strong enemies to lovers. Like even, I mean, they're not lovers yet, but we can all see where this is going. Like even more than I'd even say Rebel Witch and like the Crimson Moth. This just feels even more. They hate each other so much. It's interesting, but it's like starting to get a little something. Like we've now had Nina say like she wanted to kiss him, and she was pretty sure that he'd been thinking the same thing. Or maybe he was thinking about strangling me again. Okay, sorry, I'm gonna be quiet and keep going. The way, I can't stop smiling, sorry, 1 second. The way that Kaz is making me swoon by doing the absolute least. I mean, not really the least, but just like doing, like I said, crumbs. That's just going to be my like summary for the whole book. Like we're halfway through. How far through are we now? 53% of the way through. And so we just had the bit where like they're all in the forest, or they're on their way. They've arrived on the boat, and they're now on the trek from there to the ice court. And Nina and Matthias are arguing once again, shock. And then Jesper says, which we'll get on to Jesper in a minute. I love Jesper. Jesper says, if you two keep fighting, you're going to get us all killed, and I have a lot more card games I need to lose. Inej then says, you must find a way to make peace, at least for a while. And then Matthias growls at Inej and says, this is not your concern. And then Kaz stepped forward, his expression dangerous. It is very much our concern. And watch your tone. Watch your tone when Matthias is speaking badly to Inej, or just like with any kind of disrespect to it. Oh, I feel like that is pretty much the first sign that we've had from Kaz. It's like an explicit sign. Is it even explicit? It's still not. It's still a crumb. But of him basically saying, watch your tone when you speak to Inej, and he stepped forward, his expression dangerous. It's such like a protective action. Oh my god, okay, so good thing Nina and Matthias are now kind of vibing. They've just made the deal is the deal, agreement that neither of them are going to let whatever his name is, like the main chappie's name that we're trying, I can never, every time I have to read his name, I can never pronounce it, but Boyul Bayar, that feels right, Boyul Bayar, they've both agreed that they're not gonna, like, they're basically gonna sabotage Kaz's heist and not let him out alive. That feels bad. That feels very bad. That feels like that's gonna, how is that gonna work? Please just leave Kaz alone. Like, he's a genius. He can't deal with you nonsense people messing him up from the inside. He's got enough to worry about. I'm glad they're getting on though. Another crumb. Kaz turned away and began chatting with Jesper. He seemed to do that whenever she mentioned going back to Ravka. He doesn't want her to go. He doesn't want her to go, guys. I'm going to officially go and lock in. I haven't put my mic on my phone, sorry, so hopefully you can hear me. I'm officially going to go and lock in and just like blitz reading for another hour or something. But look at this weather. I'm actually like sweating out here. This is incredible. See that? Literally just sun. Heaven. Right, I will see you either later this evening when I get into bed and do some more reading, or tomorrow. But I'm hoping I can get through, like, today is just 6 of Crows Day. It's 6 of Crows Day.
Hey guys, it's the next day. What is going on? This book is so good. Oh my gosh. Also, Wylan and Jesper? Why are they like now my two favourite characters? I think I love them more than like everyone else. I really hope we get some kind of Wylan and Jesper like romance, either in the final 30% of this book, which feels unlikely. It feels more like a little, you know what I mean? Like if we're not gonna get Inej and Kaz, which is ugh, come on, then we're probably not gonna get Wylan and Jesper. But Crooked Kingdom, I'm telling you, it better be filled with stuff. Although, yesterday, I did what I always try and restrain myself from doing. This is a bit of a side note, but after yesterday's like stint of reading, I was just feeling so obsessed. And so I go online and I look at like all the fan edits and like just, I was watching other people's vlogs. I just got sucked into the 6 of Crows world. Like you just, as soon as you get really hooked on a book, you just have to know it all, you have to see it all, I want to be able to visualize it. Anyway, I saw a spoiler, not for this book, for Crooked Kingdom, and it's really upset me. It honestly put me in a really bad mood for a lot of yesterday, and I'm just shaking it off. I'm just shaking it off. It's my own fault. I shouldn't have gone looking at other people's vlogs. I shouldn't have been looking at fan edits, and I saw, what's really annoying is it wasn't even the creator, it was in the comments. Someone wrote something like, yeah, so annoying, I had this spoiler spoiled for me. And I'm like, well, why would you comment and then spoil it for everyone else as well? Ugh. Anyway, so I'm not gonna tell you what this is, just in case you're watching this. Obviously this is a spoiler vlog for 6 of Crows, but it's not a spoiler vlog for Crooked Kingdom. So that was pretty devastating to read a spoiler, but I don't know when in that next book it comes, or but I'm upset about that. Anyway, Jesper and Wylan are making me feel much better about it. They are thriving and doing the most, and I'm obsessed. I'm currently on page 362, we're 77% of the way through. Jesper and Wylan are currently trying to get the gate up to then like crash it back down. Basically, we're just like right in the thick of the heist, and we're now trying to get out. Like everyone needs to just get out of there, please. I have quite a strong fear about someone being left behind, or someone like not making it, especially Inej. Like, babes, how have you got yourself into this situation? Please. She like didn't get in because she obviously didn't get in. Nina's in, Matthias is in, Kaz is in, Wylan and Jesper are together. It just feels like Inej is very on her own. Oh, it's so tense. I'm loving it so much. Okay, I'm gonna go keep reading and then I will catch up to you in a bit. Kaz is like in the water in the tunnel. I don't know what it's like. They're escaping, and I can't remember what it's like. I don't know how you pronounce it, but the thing that helps them breathe in the water, his is dissolving too quickly. And the thought of Inej, the ache in his lungs was unbearable. He needed to tell her what? That she was lovely and brave and better than anything he deserved. That he was twisted, crooked, wrong, but not so broken that he couldn't pull himself together into some semblance of a man for her. That without meaning to, he'd begun to lean on her, to look for her, to need her near. He needed to thank her for his new hat. The water pressed on his chest, demanding that he part his lips. I won't, he swore. But in the end, Kaz opened his mouth and the water rushed in. He's not dead. I know he's not dead. Oh my god, we're on to part 6. That was the end of a part. I know he's not dead. I know, there's no, that's it. Why is Wyland and Jet, they're both so funny. I love them. Stop it, they've got a tank. They've got a tank. They're all going to be fine. They've got an actual tank. And I think Jasper's little heart's going to be the happiest it's been forever. Jasper is so happy right now. Oh, hello, darling, he said happily, talking to the tank and the gun. That noise, Inej cries. That engine, cackled Jasper. This is so epic. This is the ride of a lifetime. Okay, we're back to Kaz. Wake him up. Wake him up. Then he coughed, chest spasming, water spewing from his mouth. Thank God for that. We knew though, we knew he'd be fine. Maybe Kaz really doesn't want anyone to touch him. It's so awful. No. Oh no, Nina's gonna take the stuff. Oh no. But also please do it so they can get escape. Nina and Matthias have come so far. Okay, they're on the boat. Let's go, let's go. Stay with me. She looked down at his gloved hand clutching hers. Everything in her wanted to say yes, but she would not settle for so little, not after all she'd been through. Oh, he said he wants her. Oh my gosh, no. She's doling out such hard truths. I feel like it's such a big step that he's even said that he wants her, but I also like completely get that Inej is like, yeah, but crumbs isn't enough. Like if you're gonna have me, I need you to, oh my gosh. I will have you without armor, Kaz Brekker, or I will not have you at all. Say something, Kaz. Speak, she begged silently, give me a reason to stay. For all his selfishness and cruelty, Kaz was still the boy who had saved her. She wanted to believe that he was worth saving too. The sails creaked, the clouds parted for the moon, then gathered back around her. Inej left Kaz with the wind howling and dawn still a long while away. No! Why didn't he say something? Nina and Matthias. Stay, she panted. Tears leaked from her eyes. Stay till the end. And after, he said. And always. I want to feel safe again. I want to go home to Ravka. Then I'll take you there. We'll set fire to raisins or whatever you heathens do for fun. Zealot, she said weakly. Witch. Barbarian. Nina, he whispered. Little red bird. Don't go. Nina! Is she about to actually die? That feels like that could actually be a goodbye. No. Kaz. Do your thing. Do your thing, do your thing. Jasper defending Wyland. God, Van Eyck is such a dick. I knew! Well, I didn't know. But Wyland was the one that was like going up and standing next to Jasper on the boat. But Jasper thought that it was the guy, Kuai Yelbo, standing there, but it wasn't. It was, they're so in love. I'm sorry, but they're so in love. No, 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 no. Oh my god, no, why are we going after an Inej? All the chaos. I don't know, maybe I liked your stupid face. Oh my god. Jasper was the one that sold them out. What? No, only on accident, only by accident. Jasper's an angel. But what an idiot. Surname, his actual surname. Oh no. Kaz is gonna lock his heart up tight again. Inej had wanted Kaz to... Oh, my whole body is covered in goosebumps. My whole body is covered in goosebumps. Inej had wanted Kaz to become someone else, a better person, a gentler thief. But that boy had no place here. That boy ended up starving in an alley, he ended up dead. That boy couldn't get her back. I'm going to get my money, Kaz vowed. And I'm going to get my girl. Like, Inej could never be his, not really, but he would find a way to give her the freedom he'd promised her so long ago. Dirty Hands had come to see the rough work done. What is happening? What? We didn't even get a minute to celebrate. They literally pulled off like the most epic heist ever, and we haven't even had a second to actually celebrate. I want to swear so much, but I never swear on this channel. Oh my god. What? Can we not just have a minute of peace? It's finished. It's finished. Well, I'm going to take a leave. I'll talk to you in just a minute. Okay. We did it. I feel a bit shell-shocked. Yeah, this probably sounds a little bit simple, but this was such a good story. I don't know how to summarize it. It was such a good story. I mean, the plot, the characters, the pacing, the crumbs, how many times is she gonna say that in one vlog? The tension, the action, the romance, it all just was balanced so beautifully. Maybe these words are probably not as hard-hitting as they could be, but the balance and the story were just, it was just done so well. It's one of those books that I would kind of, like, who wouldn't enjoy it? I can't think of like anyone, like literally who out there wouldn't enjoy this book. And maybe that is why it's so popular, because it's just I can just see it appealing to everyone. Like, I would recommend this to literally everyone I know. Wow, it was so good. Oh my gosh, that ending. Oh, I'm so invested in every single one of the character stories. I am literally desperate. Like, I have the yearning for Kaz and Inej to sort their shit out and just, well, really, it's just Kaz. But first of all, we have to go save Inej, which I'm confident we'll do. I do have Crooked Kingdom on my shelf, so I could literally start this today, which, to be honest, maybe I'm gonna. I don't know how I can wait. Okay, right. This is 5 stars. I loved it. When I finish this, maybe we'll bump it up to 6. Let's see how we go. The Grishaverse has my heart. I never bothered reading, I don't know if I said this at the beginning, I never bothered reading Shadow and Bone first. I've just gone straight to Six of Crows and Crooked Kingdom. So far that's working really well for me. It hasn't bothered me at all. Assuming that you all, or most of you, have read Six of Crows, should I go back and read Shadow and Bone once I finish this? Because this is a spoiler vlog, which is so fun, like, let's talk about it in the comments. Like, tell me things. Tell me what you thought. Which bits of the plot did you love? Is there anything that, like, you think I could have missed? Don't give me any spoilers for Crooked Kingdom, okay? No Crooked Kingdom spoilers. I've already seen one that tore my heart out. I don't want any more. But let's chat about Six of Crows. DM me. If you haven't read Six of Crows and you've watched this and seen some of the spoilers, read it anyway. If you watch this being like, oh, actually, I'm probably not going to read it, so I'm happy to just watch the vlog. No. It doesn't matter if you've read the spoilers. If you've listened to the spoilers, whatever that means. Just, my brain is mush. Read it anyway. This was so much fun. I don't think I'm going to do loads of spoiler vlogs because not everybody can then watch them. But I am thinking like when eventually I start a book club, wherever I host that, if it's on Patreon or I've never tried YouTube memberships or something, I'll start doing way more spoiler vlogs because this is just so much fun and I feel like you're with me whilst we read it. Anyway, I'm gonna go and like take a deep breath, get a glass of water, I don't even know, but thank you so much for hanging out with me whilst we read Six of Crows. That was so much fun. Any other books that you want to see a spoiler reading vlog for, let me know. I'm thinking future Magnolia Parks books, now that we read the first one, I'm thinking it might be nice to be able to talk about everything that goes on in that as we go. But let me know if there's any other spoiler vlogs that you like. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you're having such a lovely week. My brain has so much to process. I can't wait to see you in the next one. Bye guys.